yow Fatou mu ngay ñëw Binta mu ngay ñëw Sali mu ngay ñëw ak ñeneen ñu ngay ñëw yow keneen ñu ngi fa gars yi ñëw ñu collide xam nga like xam nga gaañe foofu noonu ñu dajee so bu ko naa daal nga sànni like tuuti kaddu si yu noonu rek like you know people who go check out their dudes or their girls and then at the end all that happens is gars daje fa and then xeex yu garaaw ñii ni di xooti wante how do they call it is it ganila ak ñu noonu daal.
Okay, let's put it this way. It would have been very important if you ask her that question because she's the one that goes.
No, I'm asking you.
The boys always stay, the girls go. Okay, now I'll try to put my voice on that to say that I have a wife. Heart is closed till further notice. Therefore, I am not into father come, our come.
No.
But in the picture of people coming, in the picture, in the light of this thing happening, I think these are times that okay, Islamically, dating is considered haram. Okay, but then today...
I think it depends on the kind of dating. Now you have two kinds of dating. According to Ustaz Aliu, he said you have the civilized and the uncivilized kind of dating. The civilized is the one without any romantic strings. But the uncivilized is the one, you know, where you have, you say, what say, you know,
any sense of dating in Islam is considered haram. And people got people.
This is the month of goodness. This is the month of giving. This is the month we reflect upon our lives and spell the name of Allah to fill our souls with faith and love with every step we take, with every smile. We are a nation with a bright future that we walk towards. Hand in hand, as one. We are Africa. Ramadan Mubarak.
الصلاة والسلام عليك.
بسم الله dog jot na fii ci Banjul ak li ko wër.
baadiŋolu sunte siita Banjul saate kono jang ani min mbadandaŋola
musidɓe julɓe waktu taƴugol yoni ɗo e Banjul e ko taari Banjul.
اللهم لك سمنا وبك آمنا وعلى رزقك أفترنا فاغفر لنا ما قدمنا وما أقرنا ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله. Africell ñoo leen doon may seen programme dog bi di leen ñaanal koor gu Yàlla nangu.
Say it's true because okay, this is haram. Anything considered dating in Islam is haram. But today we feel globalization, which is a word that is on the line, has carried all of us.
Globalization as in?
Globalization as what we believe as in 21st century. Okay, has carried all of us and we're all involved. We have a role to play. We have to eat in that cake and we're still eating. Now, if girls come, your friends, being at your friends or people you consider to be your date, come to see you, and at that particular day they decide to fight. Now you start to wonder, what are they fighting for? So now you pull go. Now you start wondering,
because ratio is 1:6 from 1:7. Because you need busy. Well,
even if that is the case, I think Islam has permitted a man to marry 4 wives.
Yeah.
Okay. So why would young people? What are young people? Okay. The message here is, my point in music. When they ask me about Gambian music, my taste, I say, artists should sing songs that will better the life of our children.
And that's what
I say. Man, particular, that's my point. Now, when it comes to young people as well, young people should serve as role models to the future. Let them serve as people that are worth emulating and say, I want to look up to Jonga and say she was a dynamic person. I have never had such a record of her fighting over a guy. For what? What has that paid her for? Why would you fight? The question you ask yourself is, why would I fight? What is the level of the fight I am doing? What is my take? They say life is not about punishment or reward. Life is all about consequence.
And someone also says life is like fufu, and the way you mold it determines its outcome.
So you see, philosophers are talking, but it's up to you as a person to know your modesty. Yeah. It's very, very important. You know your direction. You know what you really want. Have a target. Life is all about having a goal. Have a target and say, this is what I hit. And when you hit hard at it, that's it. Be positive enough. Not that fighting part of it. What are you fighting for? How about if you fight and tear your clothes that you have been serving? Some people go to the salon. Some people have to do their eyelash.
Some people, they go to the tailors and sleep.
Some people spend the night. She's right, exactly. Some people spend the night at tailor's house.
She is a victim, that's why.
And just one day you tear that cloth. For 2 nights you spend a little and you tear that cloth for 1 moment. It's disgusting and it's not helping. Now you start to wonder, yeah? So I think the general advice to young people out there is, there is someone that look at me and say, there's always someone for everyone. So don't fight for everyone. Your someone will come.
So is it the girls, like the girls do that? So I think the boys are supposed to be playing.
No, I will allow Hadijanga to comment on the boys' side.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I was not expecting that. But anyway, like he was saying, there's someone for everyone. And you know, it just takes time and you waiting, you having that patience and knowing that there would come a particular day where you would have that right someone by your side. And I feel, as at now, the age group or the cohort we belong to, you know, we are at that point in our lives when we don't really need that much of distractions. You need to focus on what your goal is and what you want to achieve in future. And I believe the whole issue of dating 1, 2, 3, 4 people is like, it's going to undermine whatever you want to get tomorrow. So you have to set your record straight. For example, let's say Zahra or any other girl who's really responsible and people look up to would not want to be seen fighting over a man or whatever reason, for whatever reasons it would be, because you feel other children look at you and say, I want to be like that other person. So you need to, you know, make things clear for that person, so they would look at you and say, oh, I have never seen him or her fighting. I have never seen him or her do this and that which is immoral, and I believe this is what I want to be like. So it's about you being that modest, like he said, you setting the record straight and you having that sense of responsibility and knowing that, you know, even if other people don't see you, God is watching, and, you know, when the day comes, you would have yourself to blame for whatever you did.
Okay. The matter I want to bring to the table is, or the question rather is, what is expected of young people during Karite?
To be themselves enough. Let young people be themselves. There is nothing that you're looking for to go and buy. What would you buy yourself more than yourself? Okay? There is a wall of saying that Tommy Adam Hejutsu Ken Kudutiyada. Tommy Adam Sibopam. Because if I want a camera and I have the camera, Bogatu Mako. Mani uti moto. Any day ma am moto. Bogatu Mako.
Human beings can never be satisfied.
So Tommy Adam Sibopam Siyala Hej. So besi bena bisla. Darabum nyuko yahal. Let nothing let that day go astray. 29 or 30 days of fasting, 30 days of asking Allah to forgive you for whatever you've done, asking for Allah's mercy. The most important thing young people should beg is, oh Allah, make me of those that will always return to you for repentance, and of those that will always remain pure and clean. Let them always beg that of Allah at our time. The period of young people, when you're young, that's the most difficult stage in one's life. So don't always miss it for 1 day or 2. Quality, okay fine. Man, I always call quality Autobasket World Cup.
World Cup?
Yes.
Why World Cup?
It's once in a lifetime. Yeah. It's just once in a lifetime.
Yeah, because you don't know, are you gonna
you don't know whether you don't know whether you can, like, there's so many people who witnessed quality in the previous years. They're no longer with us again. So many people that are born yesterday, this is their first quality on the face of the earth. They say a child is innocent of all crime but guilty of living. So you look at it and say life itself is a guilt. So the moment you grow day by day, you try to look at yourself and say, what guilt have I had over the past time? That's why when young people cry over bad day, they want to start to look at me and say, They should not complain and say, yo, danga bon, call the wish my happy birthday, sir. Danga bon. It's not worth it. It's not worthwhile. Because what you should